All right, the next defender on our list of potential NFL prospects from the Aztecs on the defensive side, right, is none other than Segun Olubi, number 24 on the Aztecs. Now, you may not have known this, but Segun was actually a Burlsworth Trophy nominee, and that is important because it shows that he was actually a walk-on to begin his career, but he actually ended up being a captain, I believe, this past season. So that speaks very highly of to the young man, his character, his leadership, and the role that he played on this year's amazing defense that we've already noted. So Segun, man, we took notice of him very, very quick last season. He had a big pick six. And it was like, whoa, okay, we got to look up. We got to look up Segun a little more. And he just, his nose was always around the football, always making a play. So I know you had some things to highlight about Segun, and we're all excited to see because I feel like he's got some untapped potential at the next level that maybe, they took notice within the team, within the program, but on the national scale, I think he might surprise some people.
Yeah, he's another guy that was willing to play special teams, and boy, you can see why. He just really has a motor that just is always in high gear. And those guys, boy, they're fun to coach. Willing, like I said, with the word that we use to describe Trenton. And here's Segun. And you're watching him on film and you're just kind of like, man, this guy's relentless. It's a relentless pursuer is what came to mind when I was watching him. Just no matter where he was on the field, you just see this number 24 chasing, coming after you, hunting you down, and just fun, to see this guy coming at you. This guy knows how to hunt. He was a part of a defense that knew how to hunt, got good eyes. Here's the interception that you spoke of that, it's like, oh man, look at this guy and his size, and he can run.
Yeah.
And run, and it's like, all right, but coming in the inside pocket and watch him just pursue. The guy's making a good block, but he is not gonna stop. He doesn't care if there's contact. Here he comes again, destroys the play, knows how to time it up. And just going after those that have the ball. And there's just one play that really stood out to me. Goes after a play. It's completely on the other side of the field. And he comes and hunts, and I think this is it, where he's just going to see the quarterback kind of roll out. And here he comes from a long distance and destroys the play. Those kind of guys, man, it's almost like it doesn't matter what side of the field you start him off in. He's going to end up where the football's at, and that right there, I'm just watching him as I continue on with the film. I'm like, man, look at this guy. It's a screenplay. Coach sends him on a pressure, stops, and here he goes again. Here's another one. Screenplay, quick pass, and he's the guy making the tackle. He's going to find himself on the stat sheet is what he's going to do. He's going to make sure that tackle box has a chance to get checked off with his name behind it because he wants that. He wants to be the guy that's in that stat sheet. And that's what this whole defensive squad felt like. I want to be the guy that gets the tackle, the credit for the tackle on this play, and this boy Segun Olubi, boy, he's fun to watch. Love him. Really represented the Aztecs so well, and just like you said, he's a captain of a team. So, he's a great leader, and this young man just really did some great things as far as his pursuit, and it's another one. Tough act to follow. Whoever's going to follow up, with this young defense, and Segun, whoever's going to follow up in his position, this is what he set. This is the standard he set. I'm on punt team. I'm going to come and I'm going to finish too. Here I am. Got me on the outside pressure. I'm going to finish there. There he is one of the main guys coming on, go against a bunch of fast guys. Look at him. He's the first one down the field. And here he comes. Relentless. There he goes. Just mad. Love it. Motor. Guy's an 8-cylinder, always in high gear.
You see, he's 6'2", listed as 6'2", 235. So he kind of played like that tweener spot, a linebacker and a safety for us. But I believe, he's probably going to be shooting for more of a linebacker role in the next level. So I'm sure he'll put on a little more weight there. But man, what a unique position I think he could play at the next level, given the opportunity.
He knows how to get skinny. And what I mean by that, he's big dude, but when he attacks those A and B gaps, when the coach is sending him on an inside pressure to get to, he knows how to time it well, but he knows how to get skinny. In other words, he knows how to sliver his way through that gap in a quick way, but not lose any speed. And not every linebacker has that. Sometimes some linebackers, they try to bull themselves through that, so even though he was a guy that, like you said, is a tweener, but big chested kid, a kid that has, was put together pretty nice there on top, but he still knew how to get thin enough so he doesn't get touched and get slowed down. And even when he was sideways a little bit, man, guys, he's pursuing so quick. And that alone, man, when you start really collapsing that pocket, that makes quarterbacks real nervous, real quick, But again, when you have guys like this, you're not playing with 11 guys on the football field when you have players like this, because he might go after the quarterback, ball's released, he stops, and there he comes. He is pursuing hard to always make sure he's a part of the number, that he's making 11 players look like 12 and 13 players, because he's willing again to go sideline to sideline, to stop and pursue from behind, so that when that running back is trying to dance a little bit, hesitate and send someone out, he's coming from behind you and causing fumbles or at least finishing off the play. So a lot of fun, great player. As far as that pursuit's concerned, it's going to be really interesting to see what a team does. Like you said, where does he fit in a special nickel package, and can he drop and cover that flat? Can he drop and disguise things? But man, a lot of dime packages doesn't mean because they're in a dime with a bunch of DBs in there that they're going to just drop. Sometimes the coaches love to send the house, and especially when you see guys that are closers like this kid.
Well, another young man with a really interesting journey in college, and we're just happy he ended up here at State and was a part of this tremendous defense. So Segun Olubi, we'll see where he lands at the next level. We'll keep our eyes open.